going everyone? I'm Green Zero and I thought I'd bring some footage from the latest patch 1.03 tournament. It was April 2nd, it was pretty good. We had 12 players, which isn't that much. It's a chance for players to score some easy money. There are cash prizes for the tournaments, even if they are quite small. So it's definitely worth getting out there and playing the patch. It's just like a really balanced 1.02. And there are a few problems with it, but we're fixing that slowly. It's much better than 1.02 in my opinion. Anyway, I'm going to run through the highlights from the tournament, and we're going to see how everything went. Me and CGF decided that a highlights VOD would be something different, and to show everyone what they're missing. So I strongly recommend you come out and play in the next tournament. It's great fun. It's on the new patch, so it's all good. So let's jump in and have a look and see how the tournament went. Okay, so let's just have a quick rundown of the table there. You can see it. So we're going to jump through round by round. Let's start with round one, which saw JCD versus Caliber in a pretty much total tank spam on tournament decision. Caliber, playing as the red here, was completely under siege the majority of the match. He did try to get back and attack, but JCD really had a lot of numbers and pushed and was very aggressive, and he deserved to win. He took it out 2-0 for round one. While on the other side of the bracket, Onion went for his classic DevCore rush against Tuma, but Tuma too good for it, only to fall victim to Onion's mass Storm Riders. Onion playing very well in those matches there. Game one is definitely worth a look at. Tuma obviously going down 2-zip there. That was unfortunate. Continuing on now, we had Pimp Yuji versus Czech Rampage. Very nice game on Tournament Rift indeed. I strongly recommend you check this one out. It was Reaper 17 versus Nod. Lots of fighting, lots of action, lots of units. Pimp Yuji coming out on top in that game, and he took the series 2-zip to progress to the next round, so well done there. And the final match for round one was Green Zero, that's me, versus Tiberian Future, who chose to play random in both the games. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out too good for him, with Green Zero taking the win there. So a nice effort from both players. Both matches were pretty good. They're pretty nice to watch. Nothing special there. Tiberian Future falling very far behind in the first round. And we also had Dust Duelian, Lion Cub, Troublemaker CNC, and Haruspex all receiving free wins to the next round. So the first game in round two was Onion versus Lion Cub. Onion going for his DevCore rush again, but looks like Lion Cub was too good for Onion to fall victim for the same tactic that killed Tuma with the Storm Rider transition, and Onion took a 2-0 win in that showdown. And if we move along, we'll find JCD versus Haruspex. In this best of three, it went 2-1 in favour of JCD, but there's quite a nice game on Tournament Tower where Haruspex plays very well with Travel 59, coming out on top, totally routing JCD's attacks there. So very good showdown. Unfortunately, Haruspex losing that series 2-1, and JCD progresses despite that nice game on Tower. In other games, we had Pimp Yuji versus Troublemaker CNC in a wicked game on Tournament Arena, which was again action-packed with GDI versus Nod. Both sides played really well. It's a great game to watch if you're looking for some replays here. Troublemaker CNC unfortunately went down in this game here, and he did lose his best of three, 2-0 to Pimp UIG. So Pimp moves through to the next round, unfortunately for Troublemaker. And the final game for round two was Green Zero versus Das Duelian. This went to all three games here. Das Duelian crippling Green Zero's economy early on in game one. If you want to check out a game one is definitely the best out of this series. Real solid counterattack by Green Zero, got himself back into the game, and unfortunately for Das Duelian managed to come back and take victory in that one there. So 2-1 in favour of Green Zero. Das Duelian unfortunately going out without a win. A player we haven't seen in quite some time. Hopefully he'll be back again and exact some revenge. So moving along to the semi-finals now, we got 4 teams left. The first semi-final was JCD versus Pimp Yuji. JCD managed to take that 2-1. All matches under 100 kilobytes. It was just all rushing from both sides there, and JCD managed to come out on top there. So well done him. He secured his spot in the final, and Pimp Yuji goes out to the third place playoff. And in our other semi-final, we had Green Zero, that's me, playing as Steel Talons against Onion and his Reaper 17. Onion there coming out 2-0 in that semi-final to book his spot in the grand final there. So well done there. Game one's not too bad. It's definitely worth having a look at if you have the time. So that leaves us with the third place playoff. Pretty much just a formality. There's no cash prizes, no glory for coming third. Anyway, it was between Pimp UIG and Green Zero in a best of three there. Green Zero coming out on top quite easily. It was pretty much a walkover in both games there. Pimp UIG clearly no match for Green Zero. And that brings us to the grand final, which was obviously between JCD and Onion there. Best of 5, this one here. So it's a little bit different, but it went 3-1 in favor of Oni in there. The only match pretty much worth watching is the last one on decision. Some nice Tiberium Wars style tactics there by Oni, but the other two were pretty much hardcore rushing, so there's not a lot of footage there. So anyway, well done to Oni for winning there. Congratulations for JCD for the runners up there. Hope everyone enjoyed the tournament. Sign up for the next one. We need all the players we can get. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this highlights VOD, and I'll see if I can get some more footage from the next tournament.